Hey everyone, in this video today, I am going to be walking you through limiting beliefs. If you've been trying everything you can, all affirmations, meditations, online courses, everything you can do to get past a limiting belief, and you always end up right back where you started, this video is for you. At the first part of the video, I'm going to cover what a limiting belief is, where we got it, and then at the end, I'm going to use some of these props that I have, which is just stuff I laying around my office, to illustrate what limiting beliefs are, how they stack up, and then a way that we can crush them and get rid of them permanently and quickly. First of all, let's understand what a limiting belief really is. Over here, you have the limiting belief you. The limiting belief you is the person you probably are today. It's the person who's afraid to do things, has a lot of fear. And then you have the real you. That's the ideal you. This is the person that you truly are, but you're not letting yourself be that person because of these limiting beliefs. Some limiting beliefs is what's keeping you in your mind from going and becoming this person that you know you can be. And we're going to cover why you have these. You have a desire to be that person. But in the past, something's happened to you that has made you believe that you're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You're not good looking enough. And we have to overcome that. It could have been a lot of things that happened. It could have been something your parents said. As an example, maybe you asked to do something that would be fun or educational, and they said, "We don't have time for that. We're too busy. I got this important stuff to do." Well, what happens is you might run into a fear of not being important. Just not important. And that's the case. The limiting belief is that you're not important. That's one. Another one I hear quite often, one that I had, is I'm just not good enough. And I don't know where that started. Could have been started with, I didn't play a lot of sports growing up, but it seemed like I was always one of the last ones we picked on the kickball team, the dodgeball team, and just not good enough is one we see quite often. Another one I see and I hear about as I work with people is you're not worthy. Maybe you feel like you're not worthy of somebody's time because at one point, maybe somebody says something to you and now you believe it all the time. It happens. Maybe you come to realize that not worthy, not important, not good, or not worthy. Those are good ones. So what we come to realize is we let that stuff control our mind for most of our life. And every time we start to do something, we get pushed back. Instead of just realizing the person that said that probably didn't even mean or intend for it to hurt us, but we carry it with us forever until we release it. I tell you, I have some limiting beliefs that I've worked through recently. I'm much better now. I'm achieving things in my life, in my business that I could have achieved years ago if I would just stop believing. But what is a limiting belief? The limiting belief is really fear. It's a fear of being embarrassed or fear of putting yourself out there. It's a fear of achieving what you desire to have. What happens? A fear becoming this person. We don't know how people will accept this person. This person sounds great when you're singing in the shower and you're alone. But this person here is not going to sing out loud in public. They're afraid, a fear of what's going to happen. Somebody saying something to them. So you're at this point here being LB, limiting belief you, and you want to be the real you. And what I understand about limiting beliefs is as we were kids growing up, A lot of times we were told we were smart, and that's just a pillar of our society, a pillar of who we are. I'm gonna use some of these things laying around to illustrate this. We become smart. That becomes a foundation for us. Then we're told that, we're happy. We're just, kids can be happy. A lot of kids feel loved. I know a lot of people don't feel loved, but we like to think that there was some sort of love in the house, and we try to stay healthy. Sorry for my props. That's all I had laying around, man. So on this, and this is what I consider you. This is the real you back here. The real you can stand anywhere on these foundations and be safe and secure. It's very secure. But as we get older, we tend to get these limiting beliefs. Not good. You're not good enough. And we stack them up here. Not worthy. And just keep stacking them up here. You're not important. You're not good looking. I mean, maybe you asked somebody out for a date one time and they said no. Maybe you didn't have the prom date you wanted to have in your life because maybe you thought you weren't good looking enough because the good looking football player guy got the girl. We build these things up over our life, and then we put this platform of self-concept. I'm using a notebook from the family. Check it out, Intrid. And if you're interested, what we do is we put this platform. It begins the platform for us in our adult lives. What we find is we're sitting over here in adult lives all comfortable, and every time we want to go somewhere, we can go anywhere. We're not limited until we want to step outside of our comfort zone. That's where the limiting beliefs step in. This is a fear. This is a belief. It's really just a perception that we have of ourselves. And limiting beliefs are coming from outside. They're not internal, they're external, that we've internalized for so long that we believe them ourselves. Back in the day, when we were younger, like in high school, we had to be accepted just for survival. We didn't want to be loners, we want to be an outsider. But now those are creeping up on us. And every time I get ready to go out and step out of my comfort zone to speak, sing, launch a new business, ask for a promotion, this fear gets in the way. I'm not good enough. Why me? I'm not good looking enough. I'm not smart enough. And this thing holds you back your entire career. But what happens is, as we're going through life, we find therapy, or we find online courses, or we do some meditations, and we take a limiting belief of I'm not worthy. We take it out. When we take it out, that's gone. One less thing. Now I feel like I'm worthy, but the platform our life gets really, shaky and doesn't want to stand up. My plan's not working. There. And that cost us more because now we can't go over there. We need to balance this out. And so what happens is we go in, we take out another one. Oh, that was supposed to fall. But the whole idea was, I had this earlier and it worked fine, but we could take out these limiting beliefs. And we basically, at the end, we crush everything and we end up with a solid surface. But what happens is, as we take out a limiting belief, maybe we take a course or meditation, maybe full moon meditation, we take out a limiting belief, new limiting beliefs can pop in. You can replace, they pop in and we can't get rid of them. What you have to do, and if my platform hadn't fallen, I would have shown you, is you have to rebuild you have to rebuild this platform. When you build it with positive, affirmations. But it's not just affirmations and meditations. It's a belief that these fears are not going to stop you. Once you overcome these fears, put them all behind us, the world is like your oyster, they say, right? But there's a challenge. I've uncovered 15 now, limiting beliefs. And I've got a course available. You can buy it, you can attend it. It's great. I'll even lead it. I lead the course sometimes on live as well on Facebook. The problem is you're going to keep uncovering new limiting beliefs, and you just go through the process and remove it. And the next time you want to get ahead in life, this limiting belief pops in out of nowhere and just stops you. Using the mind profit method, it's a method I created based on some information I learned studying one of my mentors, Sati and Raja, over at Warrior Sage. I found that we can take this person here with limiting beliefs. You take limiting belief guy, here, we take the real guy. What we can do is we can work with this limiting beliefs, man, and we do some processes with them, and we get them to clear out all limiting beliefs, and they become the real guy. So no matter what limiting belief pops into their head, it doesn't stay. We don't allow it to become limited anymore. We replace it immediately with a positive belief, something that makes you better, doesn't restrict you. If you're interested at all or dealing with limiting beliefs or fear, if you feel like no matter how hard you push and how hard you run and how much money you invest and how much you study, you're not getting ahead, and you always feel guilty and you get pissed off at yourself because you know it's your fault. It's not because you're not good enough. It's because you think you're not good enough and you believed it. Somebody told you at one point that you weren't good enough. And all that is a belief. And a belief is an idea that you have faith in. So if you put your faith behind a positive mindset, then the negative beliefs have nowhere to go. I believe as you remove negativity in your brain, in your mind, you have to fill it full of positivity. We do that at the Mind Profit using several different methods and processes. We can take a lot of that negativity, fear, the trauma, the beliefs, and just zap them out that quickly. Hard to believe it works, man. It happened to me. Satine did a process on me in Las Vegas, and I didn't realize I'd been struggling until it was over, and I was a different person. And since that day, I've been studying what he does and his methods. Pretty important. Check it out, warriorsage.com. Amazing, amazing program. So if you want to work with me, interested in how I can help you as a small business owner or a parent, anybody who's struggling with beliefs or trauma in their life that needs to get rid of it, maybe grieving, anything, we can take care of that by eliminating these beliefs that are holding you back. Thanks for watching. You can check out my information at themindprofit.com.